You're planning on partying it up in Mykonos, eh? You don't want to miss this video. Stay tuned. How's it going, Wanderlusters? This is Mitchell from Mitchell Travels, and welcome to the third video of our 4-part series on Greece. And this video is on Mykonos, which that means that odds are you're up to no good. Now, Mykonos is to Greece sort of what Ibiza is to Spain, and that's to say that it's a party sort of destination for a lot of people in the international community. But that doesn't mean that that's the only thing you're gonna do. But that's the reason why I went to Mykonos to begin with. So how did I get there? Where did I stay? How much did it cost me? All those things we're going to cover in this video, so maybe I can guide you towards a perfect Mykonos vacation. First, before moving forward, I do have to say that Mykonos is everything that it promises to be in terms of nightlife, in terms of partying, in terms of pretty people. So keep that in mind if you're not even going to listen to the rest of this video. Oh, and it's got rad parties and chicks, man. So, how did I get there? The most common route is to get there by ferry. I so happen to take a ferry from the port of Rufina, which is Athens' probably second biggest port, all the way to the port of Mykonos, technically the old port, as they have two, new and old. I booked the ferry about a month ahead of time, and it cost me roughly about 60 euro, and it took about 3.5 hours to get from the port of Rufina to the port of Mykonos. Okay, so keeping in mind that I did want a sort of beachy party feel for my stay in Mykonos, I opted for the Super Paradise Beach Resort. Safe to say, I was pleasantly surprised with how clean, modern, and easily accessible the entire resort was, as the resort's broken down into basically the rooms, a restaurant, and the main party dance floor, which is right there at the steps of the actual beach. Now, if you don't care about the fact that you're not in the actual Mykonos town proper, then $85 a night for Super Paradise Beach is actually a steal in my opinion, because the hotel offers everything that you could possibly want in a Mykonos experience. And there's something to be said about the fact that you can party downstairs after having gone to the beautiful beaches all day, and then all you need to do is just walk up a few flights of stairs and you just crash in your room. Or do whatever you want to do in your room. Nobody's judging you. By the way, if you're concerned when you get to the old port and you get off your ferry as to how to get to Super Paradise Beach, they actually have their own pickup service via shuttle that will take you all the way over to Super Paradise Beach Resort. Now again, I have to reiterate, if it's not a party that you're looking for, then Super Paradise Beach might not be your cup of tea. But there's something about half-naked women and loud music and beach and fun that, you know what, I don't seem to mind. Now, going into the rest of the island of Mykonos, of course you can go check out the old town, which is very romantic, very quaint, kind of a sort of Santorini feel. But by all means, I highly recommend that you rent a quad or a scooter. In my case, I rented a quad, and you go beach hopping. I highly recommend that you go to Agrari Beach. It is visually stunning, some of the bluest waters that you will ever see. And while you're there, go to the Agrari Beach restaurant, have yourself some nice, authentic Greek food. Okay, so I will confess that I mostly stayed in the southern part of the island of Mykonos, but while you're there, I would suggest that you go to Agrari Beach, like I just mentioned, and you also go to Paradise Beach. Actually, Paradise Beach rivals Super Paradise Beach for the best parties on the southern part of Mykonos. So when you're grabbing that quad, go over to the old town or the actual Mykonos proper. Check out some of those nice little boutiques. Of course, you're going to see a lot of people are checking out the windmills because that's the popular thing to do. But in all honesty, the actual town of Mykonos is a quieter, more elegant, more relaxing sort of feel than the southern part of the island, which is actually chock full of tourists. On your way out, when you're going to the old port or the new port in Mykonos, check out Sparos restaurants. Got beautiful views of the entire marina in the old Mykonos town. I would actually argue that of all the places that I went to in Greece, Mykonos is probably the most multifaceted because it has beautiful beaches, it has different kinds of nightlife, but it still maintains a nice traditional Greek feel, and it has beautiful, stunning landscape. I mean, who are we kidding? You're gonna go to Mykonos anyway, everybody does. Alright guys, well that does it for this week's video on Mykonos, but next week is our final video in the 4-part travel series, and it is on Santorini, and you absolutely do not want to miss that, because you know what? I saved the best for last. And all I can say is I got this shirt there. I mean, look at this shirt. I mean, look at that. Jesus Christ, that's a beautiful thing. In the meantime, guys, don't forget to please subscribe below to this channel, and you can also catch me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. I'll catch you guys next week for the conclusion of our 4-part Greek travel series in Santorini. So until then, guys, happy travels, Wanderlusters. For more travel tips and some travel porn, don't forget to subscribe below.